Good morning and welcome back to Ships at Sea. My goodness, nothing like a Norwegian sunrise at 12:45 a.m. We are here in the dead of winter up in one of the northernmost parts of the world, and we have been grinding. I've been grinding all night long, been trying to make some money. We've got almost 300,000 NOK in the bank right now, which is great. And today we are going to be switching things up. We are going to be buying a fishing boat and trying our hand at some offshore fishing. So very excited to see what comes of that. But basically just been grinding these cargo missions. Kind of a little pro tip if you guys are playing yourself. If you save and then reload, the short cargo missions pop back up, so you can keep doing the same 3 missions we've done where you drop the 5 things off here, the 4 things of medicine, the 3 groceries, whatever. You make 60 grand each time. So I've just basically been repeating that through the night, just trying to make as much money as possible so we can keep advancing. And yeah, just kind of working and getting paid, baby. So I'm going to finish up these last couple of missions here, and I'll see you guys back at the dock. Going to buy a new boat. Should be a good day. This game is just so beautiful, dude. Look at the pores in the concrete down there. Look at the sun reflecting on the water, the lens flare happening and everything. This game is something else. All right, job's done here. Let's go ahead and hop in, give her all the gas. This is not the best situation. We might want to, we probably want to go forward because of the current. We're probably going to scrape a little bit. No, we're okay. All right, good to go. One final delivery over yonder. Tell me this is not one of the most majestic games you have ever seen. Also, by the way, every time you reload a save or anything, it renames your boats. So, little things we gotta fix. We can get this girl back to the dock and we'll get her back to Beyonce. I don't know what roster is, but she's an imposter. But yeah, dude, look at this. Working through the night was not that exciting. Definitely looks a lot better when we got some sunshine out here. What a life, dude. Just us in the open ocean. Take a look at our logbook. We've got 10.6 miles to our name now. Working on our next certificate. It's going to be a while before we get there, but here we go. Let's pull into our final delivery. I'm going to try not to do any damage. I did hit a dock. We do have quite a bit of damage. It's nothing we can't fix. We're just going to slowly pull in here. Reduce our speed, and we should be able to throw some lines out. All right, let's go ahead and shut this thing down, try to save on some fuel. We do, I mean, you could see, I guess when we're on the wheel, you could see the fuel down the bottom right. We have lost a little bit of fuel. We still have plenty, but it's something we're going to have to worry about. We're going to have to refuel at some point if we keep using this thing. So, final delivery, some groceries. Delivery complete. That's what I'm talking about. We've got $334,000 in the bank. Feels good, baby. Let's go ahead and pull away. Ooh, we're kind of getting pushed into the rocks. Be careful here. We should be good to go. Let's bang a hard right. We're going to head straight back home. That sun is coming up, huh? So weird. 1:30 in the morning, and this is what we're dealing with. Watch out for this pole here. Should be good to go, but yeah, we're totally on a flipped schedule here. We're a bit of a night owl. Sun's going to go down around like 4 a.m., 5, 6 a.m., something like that, and then we got to work through the night. It's going to be interesting because the obviously the episodes I would record during the daytime, but the days are so short, so there's going to be a lot of I guess time afterwards to grind and stuff. We'll do some stuff at night, but it's just more fun to be able to see. I think I timed every minute in the game is 7 seconds. Am I doing the math right? Does that make every day in this game 168 minutes? That seems high, but I guess it must be 7 seconds times 60 times 24. Yeah, interesting. So that makes it 2.8 hours per in-game day. That's actually really aggressive, but when you see the size of the map here, it kind of makes sense. I'm excited to eventually be able to get down there, but I feel like probably going to need some, I don't know, updates. We're going to need some fast travel. We're going to need some autopilot. We're going to need something because that's so freaking long. Got to be careful pulling in here. This current gets pretty nasty. Slow ourselves down. We'll go to the next dock slip up here. Slow ourselves down, kind of let us get pushed into the dock a little bit. That should be nice and easy. There it is. Beautiful. All right, so let's go ahead and shut this thing down, and then I think we're just gonna put this thing in storage. You have been so good to us. I think we're gonna be back with you. She's a transporter. Obviously, we're gonna be able to do some upgrades and stuff eventually, but for right now, I think it's time we head to bigger, better, greener pastures, or bluer waters. So we're gonna head to the shipyard over here. We're gonna see what we got going on. I'm actually really tempted, because we have all this money, we could do some pretty cool upgrades. So I'm gonna put this into Beyonce again, but I think it's gonna reset. We could go to upgrades. We could get a new engine. So our current engine is level 1, 86 horsepower. We can get a level 4 engine for 105,000 knock. That brings us up to 145. So nearly doubles the horsepower. Obviously gonna deliver a much better top speed. It could be interesting. We have the prop upgrade. We could get better steering, better throttle, better everything else. But I think we're going to focus on fishing today. So we're going to hold off on that. We're going to try to save some money. And we're going to be buying a new boat. So we are going to be going for this guy right here. Flippy fishing boat, 99,000 knock. He's a tier 1 up to 12 knots. So he is a little bit slower than our current one, but that's okay. Can support long line fishing, 4 fishing gear. Obviously, eventually we're going to want this one, but 1.45 would take a long time to get to. So I'm hoping fishing is going to open up, make it a lot more money for us. We'll see what happens. We can fish for cod, haddock, pollock, redfish, halibut, and catfish. Let's go ahead and purchase this bad boy, $100,000, and there she is. Are you kidding me? She's smaller than I thought. Dude, what? We've got oars in case we break down. We can whatever it's called, paddle our way around. I can't even open the door. How do you open the door? Maybe we can't go inside in here. Yeah, this is, we've got like a little berth down there, a little bed situation. I'm excited to see what's going on underneath. Obviously, the engine's going to be back here. Dude, this is a weird looking boat. I kind of like it though. I don't know. She's ours. She's all we could ask for. You might just realize we didn't hose down old girl before we put her away, so I'm going to make sure she's taken care of. Have to prevent rusts. And make sure that while she's in storage, she's feeling good about herself. She did a lot for us, man. Feel sad to let her go, but I definitely think we're going to come back and see her again soon. To be honest, I really like Flippy. I feel like it fits this boat really, really well. I was going to change it to the Codfather, but I feel like we need like a sillier name. I didn't realize it was going to be this small, and honestly, it looks kind of silly. Like it looks like a little clown boat. I'm just going to go with Bodie. So Bodie McBoatface. I don't know if you guys have seen that meme, but it's cute. It's, I guess, not the basic one that the game gave us. I honestly really like Flippy. I kind of want to leave it, but we're going to go with just little Bodie here. He's a cute guy. What kind of Ooh, I kind of feel like the hobo script. All right, like that. So we're not going to sell it, obviously. We can get a new fuel tank. I don't think I'm going to prioritize that yet. Steering, throttle, engine, prop, searchlight. I feel like prop was a worthwhile upgrade, and they're really not that expensive. It gives more efficiency to your engine and top speed. We're going to buy that. We're going to install that as well. I mean, we do have some. The problem is I want to buy a fish farm, and those are $500,000. So, like, while I'm tempted to blow through this and do like a really cool engine upgrade or something, are they the same? $30K for 95 horsepower. We're currently at 30 horsepower. That's going to be worth it. Let's buy it. If it's only 30, we can make it work. Rigging, we want some long line rigging for sure. So that's going to add that thing there. I'm going to be honest, I'm not an expert, so I'm hoping the game walks us through on how to do this. And that's pretty solid. I mean, other upgrades, should we just go for it? Are we going to install that engine? Oh my gosh, we almost didn't install it. Searchlight we don't need, but like throttle, 7,500 for more seamless navigation. I'm not that worried about that. I feel like steering maybe 9,500. Convenient knob for enhanced maneuvering. For a fishing boat, you probably want to be able to maneuver pretty well. I just don't want to waste our money. But let's go for it. Screw it. New boat. Send it. We can make money later. You got to spend it now before you lose it. You know what I mean? So here we go. Fully customized little boaty here. Look at him go. My good dude, he sits really low to the water. I'm worried we're going to be taking some waves over the side there. My goodness. But yeah, I think we're gonna need skills. Let me save actually before we start spending a bunch of skills and money and whatever else. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna need the skill to be able to longline fish. There's also net fishing. We can buy a net, I'm pretty sure. We're gonna have to check that out at some point. But we're gonna be starting with longline fishing here. Acquire that skill, looks good. I also kind of feel like eco driving would not be a bad idea. So if we go to our map, this is where we're at. This is the area that we have been in total right now. And this is our closest fishing spot. So what looks like we've got some cod, good amount of haddock, some pollock, some catfish. Overall, not bad, but it's 5 nautical miles away. This is 8 away. There's, I think, probably some other ones. Oh my gosh, you can go all the way up north. Yeah, it takes a long time to get there. So I'm thinking we probably want maybe like an eco-driving one just to save a little bit of fuel. This is going to save us money in the long run too. Possibly a second one. We'll see how it works. We've got 3 skill points left, so we'll chill on that for a moment. Now, we're also going to need some tools. Obviously, we're going to need a hook to be able to fish with, so we could purchase that. Binoculars, I don't think we need. Flashlights. Interesting. This is stuff for your fish farms, which we're also going to be checking out at some point. I think the food is for the fish farms. So obviously we need some bait. We're going to head over to the fishery. We're going to be able to buy some bait, and we need to buy some lines. All right. So back here at the fishery, sold some fish here before when we were catching them by hand. We're doing things a little bit differently now. So we've got bait here. Now, again, if we take a look at the map, looks like haddock, cod, pollock, catfish in that order. Haddock is by far the one with the most. Now, the problem is you have certain seasons. So if we go to fish types, cod is from September to April. It's currently April. So I guess it still counts, right? So we could catch cod. Haddock is August to February. Shoot, so we can't catch haddock, even though that's what has the most. Pollock is January to May, so we can definitely catch pollock. I'm not sure what it says. You can catch them September to April. Does that mean like April 1st or April 30th? I'm not sure. We're going to hope it's April 1st, I guess. We'll see. So let's purchase some bait here. Krill is best for catching redfish. Herring is for halibut. Mackerel is for haddock. Shrimp is for cod. Crab is for pollock. And pollock is for catfish. I'm worried about this cod situation, September to April. I don't know where that April falls. I don't want them to be out of season and then we can't catch them. So I feel like we should play it safe. We want something that has April in the middle. So like halibut we can definitely do. Pollock we can definitely do. So we've got pollock here, not a ton of it. We've got nothing there. We might be able to do cod. Halibut's up north. There's halibut up there, but not a ton. I think we're actually going to go north. I think we're going to go for pollock. We're going to play it safe because I'm not sure exactly how these seasons are working. So we're going to look. What a pollock like? That's haddock. That's cod. Halibut. Redfish. Crab is for pollock. So I'm going to buy a 3,000 knock 20 kilogram crab bait block. Let's go ahead and add one of these. Purchase this. Then we're also going to need some long lines. Oh, you can buy nets. Interesting. Okay, we're going to try out net fishing in the next episode, I think. So we're going to buy definitely one $2,500 line. It's $25,000. That's a lot. I don't know if we're going to need 2 because I'm not sure if it lets you reuse it or not. Let's just buy 1 for now. This is our first run at it. Let's try to figure things out. So we've got some lines. We've got some bait. We've got a boat. We've got some fuel. And I think we should be good to go. Check out little Bodie out here. How you doing, buddy? Very excited to see what kind of trouble we can get into together. This is going to be a grand old adventure, and it's going to be a long journey. I hope we don't need... We might want to consider the fuel upgrade. The last thing I want to do is get out there and end up running out of fuel. If this is going to be our fishing boat for a bit, it might be worth considering. We don't want office. I'm going to go see what the fuel upgrade is, but then we're going to have to fuel it up, which is just another stop. We might be okay, but let me double check really quick. We do have the max engine, which I think is going to make us a little bit more efficient. Internal fuel tank. You can go for 45 grand. Yeah, I'm going to hold off. We'll see how this works. I'm hoping we're going to be able to make it to where we're trying to go. We do have the skill points. If we get too nervous about it, we'll see. It's just a long freaking journey out there, and if we ended up running out of fuel, I'd be pretty upset. But all right, here we go. So inside, little Bodie here, feeling good about this. Let's go ahead and get her fired up. and we're going to see where we're going. So I think because of the timing of the season, I wanted to go to the closest one. This one's 5 nautical miles. This one is 6 nautical miles out here. We're going to go for that. So what we're going to do is chart a bit of a plot. I guess the easiest out would probably be going this way, this way, this way. There's land in the way there. It doesn't like you to go around land. I guess we could go this way. And then I think we're going to pretty much kind of head out to sea. It's saying that a lot of these, we're crossing over land. So there's a lot of little rocks and stuff we're going to have to watch out for. It's a good thing we're leaving in the morning. But yeah, we're going to head pretty much straight out and head out to the fish. So we'll see how this works. Hopefully it goes well. Let's go ahead and loose those lines, and off we go with Lil. Oh, he's fast, dude. Let's go. All those upgrades were definitely worth it. All right, we're going to cruise there in no time. This is way quicker, way better acceleration. Look at the turning. Hold on. Look at the turn radius. Look at this. You could drift this thing around corners. Oh, yeah, this is quite the upgrade compared to what we had before. We got a good amount of storage tanks in there. Hopefully going to catch ourselves a bunch of fish, and we'll see what we can get into, baby. We're going to start heading out to sea. Now, we could start to get our bait ready a little bit. If I grab the crab block, we are going to place the bait on there, and then we could put this away. We're going to pick this up. We're going to throw this on the back of the boat, and she's going to be ready to go. 2,500 hooks ready to catch some fish there. Hopefully we find something that wants to bite, and for now we're just kind of heading out into the open ocean. Dude, I can't believe this little boat, man. I love it so much. We've got a little couch over here. We've got our autopilot. We've got our depth. Is this a depth finder maybe? We've got sonar, so if we switch over to here, we could press J, and we've got sonar. Oh, it's in the bottom left, and it's on the thing on the dash here. Okay, obviously we don't have any fish yet, so not going to be able to see much, but yeah, this thing is just about perfect for what we need her for. My goodness, just a little boat. Got our plotted course down there in the bottom left. Going to try to pay attention to that. I am a little bit nervous because it kept giving me issues saying that we were going to be running into land. I think we should be good here. We should be able to continue out that way. Just going to keep our eyes peeled, make sure we're on the lookout for any sort of rocks or obstacles in our way, but we're going to take a nice little shortcut through all this stuff and take the quickest route up to our habitat. Technically, we could, if we wanted to, we could just go out and then cut straight up. That might be the better idea. We'll do that. We'll bring it out here, this way, see if it lets us bring it there, and then up top. All right, so now we can just follow our little map in the bottom, and we just kind of sit and wait, I guess. Oh, thanks, babe. I'm going to catch some pollock. New line of work here. I've never had pollock in my life. No. Love you, thank you. And we got breakfast sandwiches, thanks to Captain Chels. We're going to make sure we're keeping an eye out for the rocks on the horizon. Yeah, this is legitimately, I'm going to predict it. I'll test it right now. We're starting the stopwatch right now. This is probably going to be about a 30-minute journey in like real life time. Like this is going to take a really, really long time. We got to bang a right here in a minute. So let's be ready for that. But this is no joke. This is real deal fishing out here. Chelsea really is the GOAT. That's wifey, baby. She even brought some Cholula. My goodness. I mean, this is essentially real life. Like if I was actually a fisherman, hopefully wifey would fix up a little meal for me. I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna lay some lines before I come back and lay some pipe later that night after we make all this money. We better make like a couple $100 from this. If it takes this long, those little delivery missions, we get 20 grand a piece. This better be pretty significant. Also, it appears that in terms of fuel, we're using 17.5 liters an hour. We're up to 13 knots. That's crazy. We were doing like 8 to 9 with our other boat. But it looks like we're staying pretty consistent here. I don't know if that's because we upgraded that skill or what, but I don't think fuel is going to be too much of a concern. I don't want to talk too soon, but we're like 1/6 of the way into this journey, and it looks like we're doing okay so far, dude. That is a 4.24 nautical mile stretch right there with literally nothing all the way to the spot. Oh, gosh. Oh, my. Okay, well, I did not see this coming. You never know what the ocean has for you. I pulled up my map, put it down, and now it is completely pitch dark, and we cannot see more than 20 feet in front of the boat. This is a little bit nerve-wracking. It's a good thing we've charted our course, and we've got some charts that we're going to be able to watch. This makes me nervous. If we turn our thing on, we should be able to increase the brightness a little bit. Is that gonna, it's just a sonar, it's not a depth finder. I was gonna say, is that gonna tell us like the ocean floor? I don't think we have a depth finder anywhere. I'm not joking when I say that this could potentially be one of my favorite games that we have ever played, dude. This is so freaking cool. Like, what other game gives you this experience? Like, we are a commercial fisherman heading out to lay some line, to catch some pollock, to hopefully make a little bit of money. You never know what to expect. The ocean is about as unpredictable as you can get. Like, I love this game. Think about if we can, like, see this game improve. Obviously, a bit of a rough start. The tutorial was a little bit rough. It crashes and you lose progress and things like that. But think about, like, a couple years from now, if we could be, you know, a super polished game commanding giant crabbing ships and container ships and all kinds of stuff like that. Like, this is just, it is so freaking cool. Okay, so we've got one more set of islands up here, a few miles ahead, and then we're just gonna go straight out to the deep blue sea. Oh boy, look at that thing out there. Yeah, we definitely don't want to run into that. That would be a bad day for us. Let's keep an eye out. We're almost through. Looks like we've got one little thing here we want to watch out for. Looks like our charting point didn't work there because we would have hit land if we would have followed this perfectly. I'll aim a little bit more left, and then it should be free sailing from there, unless we're hitting some sort of a humpback whale or something. I don't think anything's going to pop up and get us. Somewhere out there, I don't see it anymore. Oh my gosh. Okay, what an ugly day, huh? Well, from this point forward, we just charge into the great beyond. We have 4.2 nautical miles to our spot. We're still looking good on fuel. We might have unlimited fuel. It literally hasn't budged at all, so we'll take that if that's the case. Just gonna keep an eye on our fish finder here, our sonar, and see. I think once we get closer, we should start to see schools of fish and be able to maneuver, and we'll start thinking about putting a line down and stuff. But for now, it's just kind of a long, arduous trudge all the way there. Looks like the fog has burned off a bit. We don't have a ton of daylight left. The sun is going to start going down. I think she's set somewhere around like 10 or 11 a.m. We'll see how that works out, but we are just chugging. So you know what? You guys take over the helm for me. Watch. Just make sure we stay on course. I'm going to go do my dishes and grab a water and go to the bathroom. This is so ridiculous. We are 20 minutes in to this journey right now. Still not quite there, but we're getting close, and we actually have a bit of an update. So we've got different schools of fish. This is our haddock school, halibut, pollock, and cod. Which one are we fishing for again? I already forget. Pollock, right? Yeah, we're fishing for pollock January to May. So if we bring this up again, I'm assuming we're going to want to kind of aim towards the pollock, which are close to us. That's good. I'm going to say, is it halibut season? Hold on. Halibut's April to December. I wonder, I don't know how effective it's going to be, but I wonder if we come out here. Let's remove this route, and we're going to put it out here instead. And then we come straight across. We might be able to get some halibut with our pollock. We're putting 2,500 lines out there. Obviously, not every single one is going to catch something, and maybe we can catch some stuff we don't intend to catch, but that way we'll kind of go through it all at once. I'm assuming that, like, the pollock being here, it's probably a big circle. So really, we probably, hold on. I'm gonna put a route on top of us, and then I'm gonna put us out this way, and then we're gonna come back across like that, something like so. I think these are moving. I don't know if the map doesn't move because our boat's moving. Yeah, these are moving. Like, these guys are currently, look at where my mouse cursor is. It's gonna go from the left side of that to the right side. So the fish are going to be moving. I don't know if you're ever going to be able to get it perfect, but I'm going to try to set us up as best as we can to try to get as many as possible. Obviously, it's a moving target. You know, it's a very difficult thing to do to track school of fish like this. So hopefully we're going to be able to get a nice direct strike, and we'll see if we can catch some. Also, down on the bottom right, we are losing fuel. This thing's a bit more efficient than I thought. I'm glad we did at least the one skill. And we have all the way through till orange if we wanted to be able to make it back, and it looks like we've got plenty of fuel to be able to make that work. I think our engine upgrade and stuff helped too, but still, if we're moving around a lot out here, we just want to make sure we've got plenty of reserves. I cannot believe it took that long to get out there. The fact that this is a moving target and we're not really sure. I mean, we could get here and this could be up here or down here or way further right. We don't really know how to nail this precisely, so it's not going to be easy, but there's somewhere off over there. We've got a big school of pollock ripe for the taking. Okay, it looks like they might be moving back to the left a little bit, back towards the kind of center of it. So I'm gonna say let's cut this pie here. We're gonna cut across right here, and then we're gonna hopefully drop line as soon as we see them. They'll go right through that and the halibut. They're both in season. I don't know if halibut are gonna take a bite of our crab block, but if it's tasty, they might like it, and we'll see if we can get a little bit of both. I like some good halibut, honestly. That's some good eating right there. I don't know about pollock. Chelsea asked about that. I've literally never heard of. I've heard of pollock, but I've never heard of people eating pollock. Do you eat pollock? I'm not sure. I just realized there's a button to be able to turn your HUD off, dude. That is so nice. Oh my gosh, look at this, man. It really makes you feel like you're out there. Oh. Little boaty, just cruising along. We have almost made it to our spot. Let me put our HUD back on. There it is. So as soon as we get to this line, we're going to take a left. We're going to keep an eye on our sonar here, our Ocean Explorer sonar, and we're going to see, as soon as we start to get some fish popping up, that's when we're going to want to start dropping some lines and seeing if we can start catching some fish. I don't know how long a 2,500 hook line is. I'm assuming it's pretty long. I mean, this is probably like a, I don't know, nautical mile, a little bit less than, so I feel like it's probably at least that long, maybe more. I genuinely have no idea, but as soon as we start seeing some fish popping up, we're gonna drop trow and start getting to work. Pretty much on it. So this is the pollock. This is what we want. These are the guys that we are primarily aiming for. We still don't see anything. I figured they'd be like a large school. Let's keep an eye on this. Do we need to maybe zoom out, zoom in? I don't know. When do we, oh gosh, I'm a little bit nervous now. We spent all this time. Hold on, let me save really quick. I want to make sure we end up doing this right, but I feel like maybe you got to be really close. I don't know. We'll see. Just kind of waiting for something to show up. Is this one? Oh, there it is. There it is. Hold on. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Slow down, slow the boat down, slow the boat down, slow the boat down. Here we go. All right. It's game time, baby. Here we go. We are going to cast the long line. It's going to drop a little buoy in the water there. Launch is in progress. And now I believe we just go forward and follow our route. Oh. Why are they disappearing? Oh, they're ahead of us too. There's another little school there. Let's go! So we have, we should have line reeling out here. Obviously, that's where it started right there. You can see on our map. This is the original starting buoy. And then we're just going to go through all these schools of pollock. And we're going to lay this line right on top of where they're hanging out and hopefully get a bunch of bites. Hopefully make it through all the way to the halibut. We could aim up maybe a little bit left. It's going to aim more towards those. But yeah, this should just slowly feed out the line here. 2,500 hooks all hooked up with crab bait. Launch is in progress. And I mean, this is all we do now. We just kind of cruise along and hope for the best. This feels like a really long distance. I don't know how far 2,500 hooks is gonna go. I thought about buying 2 lines of hooks. For our first one, it's 25 grand for 2,500 lines. That's a lot. So I didn't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. We'll see what the profit margins and things are like, but it looks like we've got a healthy amount of pollock here, so we should be all right. Should be able to make our money back. It's like they went a little bit up above it. Halibut's a little bit below it. I wonder if we're gonna be able to get any halibut or how that's gonna look, but I smell something funky. It smells like money, baby. It smells a little bit fishy, but also smells like dollar bills. So the pollock were about here. We should have looked at what their radius was gonna be, but that's a pretty big radius right there. Like that, we're gonna keep that in mind. When we're fully zoomed out, you've got like a, I don't even know, I guess technically, hold on. If we go to here, to here, you've got about 2,800 feet, so almost to half a mile, little 5,280, a little bit over half a mile that these bait things can be. So let's send this back through here. We're gonna follow this line and hopefully eventually we can see some halibut on this guy as well. If we could get both at the same time, that'd be pretty good. We do have to watch out for when it's gonna end. We're still going, right? Oh yeah. We don't have like a something that indicates how much further we have. But wow, look at that all the way back there where we started. So judging by that, we should be hopefully seeing some halibut soon. I'm assuming they're gonna be at different depths. I don't see that we can like select depths or anything, but I'm hoping maybe we can get a little 2-for-1. Dude, this is a long, how long is a 2,500 hook line? We're close to a mile now. Still going out. Oh, is that, oh. We're laying buoys out here. Maybe that's like the halfway point or something. It's still launching. All right. We're going to keep on pushing. We're getting a lot closer to the halibut. They aren't as friendly as the pollock are, huh? These guys are a lot more hungry than the oh, that's not halibut. That looked like catfish, didn't it? Was that catfish? Do we have catfish around here at all? Haddock, cod. Whatever it was something. We'll take it. The more fish, the better. This is all money to me. They're all going straight to the bank account. We're pretty much on top of the halibut. So halibut, maybe we need to zoom out. Zoom out here. They're bottom feeders, aren't they? Well, we've got 2 options here. Is that might be a halibut. I thought they looked different. Yeah, we definitely have 2 lines there. Okay. So we got double trouble happening here. 2 schools of fish, 1 line. A lot better than that 2-in-1 video that I watched back in middle school. Feeling good, baby. Let's make some money. We got the sun sticking up in the sky for us, 10:09 a.m. I do think that's going to start going down sometime fairly soon, but hopefully we're going to be able to be all done fishing, and then we are going to have to wait. So it's really helpful in here. Fishing, long line fishing, you can see you bait, you do whatever. We're through all of this. A long line will need to soak in the water for approximately 12 to 17 hours for optimal fishing results. So I'm going to say we probably err on the longer side of that. We try to go to 17 hours. Are we still going? I feel like this is a really, really long line. Still in progress. All right, we're going to keep going. We still have a couple of fish that we're looking at here. Yep. Oh, there's the halibut. Okay, so there was something else. There were catfish or something. I'm not sure what it was. I had no idea, but we got halibut in here now too. Looking like the dude from SpongeBob. But yeah, so we're gonna let all this out. As soon as this is done launching, we're gonna have to sit here and wait for 17 hours and then pick it back up and catch the fish. Now there is a way that you can skip time, thankfully, which is this clock right here. So we're gonna let this thing finish, and then we're gonna get into the important part. Dude, we might even get into some cod over in the distance. I don't know if we can catch those right now, but not even in season, and we're still out here catching anything and everything we can. We've already lost the halibut. Interesting. So I'm assuming halibut is harder to catch and worth more. It's also at 12% instead of the 25% that we had. But yeah, it's already gone. Oop, something just broke. Something just happened. We just dropped a thing. I think we're done. Are we done? We're done. So we can remove this bucket with baited long line required. Shoot. Okay, well, I hope that's what we were supposed to do. So we've got the buoy out there. I'm gonna go ahead and bring us back around to that thing, and then we're gonna have to wait, let her soak a little bit. Sometimes it's all right to let it soak as long as you're having fun, and we're gonna see what happens. Now I am a little bit worried because 17 hours from now you never know what to expect. We could be in the middle of a giant storm or something. So I'm gonna say let's go ahead and shut her down. I'm going to save the game in a new slot. I can't believe this is going as well as it is. Please don't crash, game. In fact, I'm going to cut the recording and restart it. Okay, we're back. Dude, what a gorgeous day. You can hear the birds, seagulls chirping off in the distance and stuff like that. All right, so we're going to wait. I'm going to say 17 hours. Let's do the full thing. 17.2, 16.9. Love it. Let her rest. And we are going to wake up at 3:28 a.m. the next day. And our thing is still right here. So let's fire this thing back up. We got plenty of fuel. Everything's looking good. Don't go too fast. Hold on. Don't run it over. Don't run it over. We may have run it over right there. Let me see. We need to find the buoy, and we've got to use this hook thing that we put on Bodie. Must be in front of us. Yeah, here we go. Why is it so gray outside? I hope we don't have storms coming in. Pull this thing up next to it. Nice and slow. The current is not easy. Shoot. Just a little bit here, Trev. There it is. That's gotta work. That's gotta work. There it is. We got him. All right. We should hopefully start to haul in some fish. That's a halibut right there. Give me that. Shoot. We missed him. Got him. Let's go. You gotta hook him in the mouth. Shoot. I should have probably stopped the boat from rolling as much as we are, but we're gonna be fine. God, I messed up, dude. I messed up so bad. I messed up so bad. No. So I kept the boat in drive, and it was dragging the fish, and it was making the line act weird because every fish that you hook there, it's like it'll haul up like 20, 30 fish, whatever it is, and every one you hook actually counts as a ton of fish. So like if you get half of the hooks, you're getting half of the total of 10,000 tons of fish or whatever it is. Basically, you want to catch all the fish that you can there. And I had left the boat in drive too much, so we were missing a lot of it. So I thought, oh, I'll just reload and I'll try it again. But this game because it's in early access, every time you reload, you lose everything that was on your ship. So everything that we just did, the line that we laid coming out here, literally like the last hour and a half of my life, everything that we prepared for this and did for this is now gone. I could puke right now, dude. I totally could. That is the most disheartening thing I've ever had.
2 hours later.
Okay, so the clothes are back on. We're settled. We're good. I don't know why. Whenever I get like really upset with something, I do that. Ooh, we're losing our pollock here, but we've got, is that a catfish? What is that right there? We should have halibut on here. I don't see any halibut. Maybe if we zoom out, no. Those guys would be down on the floor, right? But actually, I think this one might be a little bit better. We had the double line for a lot longer. We'll see what happens. I believe we're still letting this thing out. Yep, launch is still in progress. We started it back here, so not too much net left, but all in all, a pretty good day, that's for sure. Man, that was bad. Ooh, now we've got halibut and something else. Yeah, we're definitely, we ran into more fish this time around, so hopefully we'll get lucky. Hopefully we're gonna be able to actually catch them. I did do a little bit of research as we were taking the 45-minute trek out here again. Apparently it is kind of bugged, like the catching thing. I don't even know if it was the fact that our boat was moving, rather than it's supposed to be really hard. So we're just gonna pretend like that didn't happen. We're okay. We're gonna make this work. Out here trying to be a perfectionist. It's just not worth it, Trev. It's fine. You should have let it go. We learned our lesson. This game it's just everything takes so long. The fact that you can run into issues like that and lose all your progress is really frustrating, but it's early access. I would assume it's probably gonna be fixed. Actually, I think I saw a Steam page where the devs were saying that was like one of the major things they were gonna focus on fixing right away. So plenty of fish out here. Life is good. We're actually getting into some cod up here, so we'll see if we could potentially catch some of those guys, see if they're in season or not. But this was definitely a better setup than what we had before. Look at that. We have 1, 2, 3 right in a row. All right, it cut off. Trev, this is where you don't want to mess up like you did last time, baby. Here we go. Slow it down. We'll just kind of take it easy right here, and hopefully after we wait our time, again, about 17 hours, we'll go a little bit less than 17, 16.5 looks good to me. Ooh, we got a nice sunset here. All right, we're looking okay. So let's pull up next to this thing and shut her off. Hopefully, if we don't have the drag, it should help out. Shoot, the current's gonna push us away from that, isn't it? Dang it, that was close. There we go. That should be it. There it is. Start hauling. Okay, so we gotta hit these guys in the mouth. It is supposed to be really, really hard, but the more we catch here, the better off we're gonna be. We'll see. We got a halibut coming up. Got him. Beautiful. All right. See how we're not moving this time around? We also have some sunrise action. Okay. It actually, I think it is making it easier. So I think it was the right call. It was the right idea. Oh, dang it. We missed him. Okay. Maybe you want to get him a little bit closer to the water. Should we try zooming in? Oh, that one was empty. Oh, we've got something different on here. That one we missed. Shoot. So every single one of these is essentially thousands and thousands of fish and thousands of dollars. And I watched a video on it on the way out here, and as expected, it is very, very, okay, this is not good. I'm hitting these guys right on the freaking head. I'm assuming you want to aim at the head, right? That's what it said in the thing. Okay, this... Well, you know, it could be a little bit rough around the edges. Maybe, can we hit them down here? There it is. Okay. Maybe we start a little bit earlier, and it seems like if you hold down the button as soon as they leave the water, holding down the button seems to work a little bit better. That's it. That's what we got. That's GG. That's the game. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and save just in case, because I think technically this should be in our inventory now. So we got 630 stone of halibut, 797.9 stone of halibut, and then 726.3 stone of cod. We didn't even catch anything that we were actually looking for. Now, we did get our long line back, so I think if we take this, we can bait this up again. If we take this, put it back on the back, hold on a second. If we check our map, we should be able to go back through, right? I really don't want to overstay our welcome here and risk any, oh my gosh, it is just so beautiful. I don't want to risk any, I don't even want to say it, game crashes or anything. But I think now that it's in our inventory, we're good. Oh wait, hold on. We have fish on right here. Hold on. Or not fish on, but fish in the water. So we're going to put that down, and then we can just cruise right back through all of this, lay all the line down again. I'm actually going to go through here and then maybe bang a right and try to get down towards the haddock. And we might be able to get a second pass because we got to go back towards shore anyway, right? It's interesting that we caught everything except for the stuff that we were fishing for. I don't know what's going on with that. This is our first time trying it. I feel like we did everything right. We chose the right bait. We went right through them. I don't think we can change like the height of our thing, or I honestly have no idea. We've got halibut and pollock potentially here. I'm going to say let's put this like this, and then we're going to have this come straight down. So we're going to go through the pollock, and then we're going to go through the haddock. Hopefully we can actually get some pollock this time. Let me double check that our line is still working. She's laying out. All right, I love that. So we can reuse the same line over and over. I didn't expect us to be able to do that, but I'll take that all day. Got a couple of potential fish here. Love it. All right, round 2 of the catch. Let's hope it goes well. Got a beautiful sunset gonna happen here soon. We might be able to make it back by sundown, which would be really nice. We're already headed kind of back in the right direction. This honestly so far couldn't get better. Let's hope it actually works out for us. Do we have like a limit in our boat inventory? I don't see. Is there like a weight limit or anything? I'm assuming there's got to be limits because I know you can upgrade it, but I don't see where we can keep track of that. So far so good. So we're almost to this haddock spot. I don't think we're quite going to make it there, though, unfortunately. I think we're going to run out of line about 2,000 feet away. We might get close. We'll see. I am happy we're kind of headed back in the right direction here. I was thinking about ways to get back. So technically, we have, in our inventory, we have a radio. And you can use this. You can call for help or you get a tow home. I think it's like 20,000 knock or something like that. So if we wanted to take the fast track home, technically we could, but I'm hoping, oh, we're getting some more fish on here. Let's go. I'm hoping we could just, our first fishing trip, let's be smart about it. You can buy like insurance and stuff. Our line just stopped there, so we're gonna have to wait 17 hours. But you can buy insurance, so you can have like basically tow memberships. I saw it in the office before, so like we could potentially use that to our advantage. Go super far out, 10 nautical miles out, do a bunch of fishing, load up, and then call tow, have them tow us in, skip the time on the way back. Could be a bit of a life hack there, but we'll see. So I'm gonna pull up. If we get right next to this thing, I think if we wait, the boat doesn't shift. So I'm gonna pull up right next to him, just like that. We're gonna rest for 17.8 hours. It's gonna be nighttime, which is a little bit concerning, but here we go. Probably should have turned some lights on, eh, Trev? Shoot. Well, I think we learned our lesson. We are not gonna be waiting on that. Got him. Okay, I feel like as soon as their mouth comes right out of the water, that's where you wanna be. That's a big freaking halibut right there. Dang it, I wanted that guy. I feel like a lot of these I couldn't get much better than where we're at, and it just doesn't connect. Okay, we're starting to get it. If you focus on the dot in the middle of the screen rather than the hook, because the hook kind of ends up in a weird spot. It's not really centered. So like that one I thought we had right there. Dang it. If they come in the boat, I'm wondering if you still get some, just not all of it. Dude, this is so broken. Not broken, but it just doesn't work as well as I would like it to. That one was spot on. Dude, it's snowing out here underneath the moonlight. I love this. Sometimes the thing, it moves when I press it. Watch this. I'm not going to move the mouse. You see how it's bouncing around? What the heck is that thing? Do we have more? But like the whole thing moves when I'm not moving the mouse. I'm keeping it dead straight. Okay. That's a wrap there. So let's check our inventory. Let's save up really quick. Check the boat's inventory. So we got halibut, cod, halibut, pollock, cod, all kinds of stuff. All right, that should be a pretty good haul. At least I'm hoping so. Let's, where are our lights at? Get some work lights, some search lights, wipers we don't need. Everything else is on. All right. We are just going to turn this thing around and head home. Back to civilization, kind of. My goodness. It is a whole different ball game out here in the middle of night, but yeah, we're getting close, making our way through this set of landmass here. Then we're going to take a left, and home is here in Rost. Here's our little marina over here, so we're gonna head home, bang a left through here. You can see the lights off in the distance, baby. I'm wore out. This was a lot emotionally. The fact that we had to do it twice was quite the toll, not gonna lie. But still, even if we didn't, like that's like a 2-hour trip. I don't know how long this video is gonna end up being. We probably spent 3 or 4 hours recording this one video, which is kind of ridiculous for the amount that it's gonna be. But it's fun, man. This is good. So I mean, I feel like we did well here. I'm glad we did the second line, but I think what I would do in the future is get multiple baits, multiple lines. Maybe not even multiple lines. Maybe just keep using the same line over and over, but just like do like 3 or 4 runs. I don't know where you can max out in terms of inventory and stuff, but if you just kept going back and forth and stayed out there for a couple days until you started getting lower on fuel, I think that's where you could maximize your time. But for this first trip, I feel like we made out pretty well. Again, I mean, got a nice variety and a ton of fish. We did catch cod in April when their season ends in April, so I guess it's all the way through the end of the month. But yeah, feels good, man. We're looking pretty solid. Why is that showing that in stone? I thought we had in our settings, we've got nautical distance and speed, but we've got imperial weight and temperature. I'm not sure what a ST is for imperial, but what a day, what a day, what a day. Oh my God, we have seen so much different like weather this entire day. It's been so up and down. It's actually really calm right now. We've got some gray skies, but nice little snow flurries coming back into port. Good to see you, Fred. You won't believe what happened today, man. I had a tough one, but we got a pretty good haul. I'm hoping to make some money, baby. Just ease this thing back in here. Was thinking what kind of a price we're hoping for here. I'm a little bit nervous. I have no clue what fish go for. I will say our hand reel fish, like we made a decent amount of money there. We spent 100 grand on the boat. I want to at least make the money back. I wouldn't be happy with 100 grand though. I feel like anywhere around 200 to like $250,000 would be good. If we make more than $250,000, I will be very, very happy, but I know the likelihood of that is not super high. I don't know the typical fish, you know, the going rate for fish, but I would. Let's see here again. Let's check our inventory. So we've got 107 of these kind. I think these are like small and medium, large, whatever. So we've got small, medium, and large halibut. We've got small and medium cod, small and medium pollock. We'll say it doesn't actually tell you. We have quite a few fish here though. Like we've got, you know, close to 1,000 fish. So the boat was 100 grand, 25,000 for the line, another like 2,000 or 3,000 for the bait. If we could make $250,000, I'd be really happy. I hope it's going to be more than that, but we'll see what happens. Oh my God, $1 million. Let's go. It was all worth it. 1.018 million NOK. 1.1 million in our account. Let me save really quick. Let me just give me an empty slot. Oh my goodness, dude. That is ridiculous, and that is so worth it. That took hours of real time. Even without the issue, that would have taken hours of real time, and it was 100% worth it. So the thing is we could get even more than that, dude. If we buy the next boat, what's the next fishing boat? I think it's around $1 million. We're going to be able to get more fish, carry more, whatever else. We got to go to boats here. The next fishing boat is 1.5 million. So if we do one more round with this, we're going to be able to buy that and buy a bunch of extra stuff for it. And then when we start taking that out, we start making 2 or 3 million a haul. Then all of a sudden, we're going to be able to buy the Scarvin, which is the biggest, fastest boat in the game. So very excited for that. I think fishing might be the way to go. I'm sorry. The old Beyonce making $20,000 at a time on every delivery, just not worth it. We're out here fishing and getting rich, baby. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one, hopefully with less tech issues and idiot mistakes. I'll see y'all there. Peace out.